Have you ever taken a look at the Nigerian stock market and just felt completely lost? Believe me, you are not alone. But in the next few minutes, we're going to demystify it together. We're going to turn all that confusion into confidence. So let's dive in.
All right, let's start with maybe the single most important rule of investing. Before you spend even 1 naira, you have to invest your time. This idea from Benjamin Franklin, it's our foundation today. True wealth, the kind that lasts, really does start with knowledge.
And that leads us to a really critical question you have to ask yourself. Is your money just sitting there, or is it actively out there working for you? See, the whole goal is to put your money to work, and the stock market is one of the most powerful places to make that happen.
Look, that desire for financial growth, it's something we all share, right? But the world of investing, it can feel super intimidating. That's where our quest really begins, moving you from that state of confusion to a place of clarity and turning that curiosity you have into confident action.
So why even bother with the stock market at all? Well, it really boils down to this. Investing is one of the smartest ways not just to grow your wealth, but to protect it from being eaten away by inflation. It's about securing the value of the money you've already worked so hard to earn. Okay, so now that we've established the why, let's start decoding this whole world. In this next section, we're going to map out exactly what the Nigerian stock market is and the basic rules of how it all works. No complex jargon, I promise. Just the straightforward facts you really need to know. So what exactly is it? Just think of the Nigerian stock market as the one official hub where you can buy and sell shares, which are really just tiny pieces of ownership in Nigeria's biggest companies. This whole marketplace is run by the Nigerian Exchange Group, and you'll often see it called the NGX.
Now, this is absolutely crucial. This isn't the Wild West. The entire market is regulated by a government body called the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. And their job is pretty simple. Make sure everyone plays by the rules, that everything is transparent, and that the market stays fair for everybody. That regulation is what builds trust and protects investors like you and me. So next time you see all these charts and graphs, don't just see a bunch of numbers. See an engine for growth. This is it. This is the official regulated marketplace where long-term wealth is built in Nigeria. All right, so now we know what the market is. The next question is a bit more personal. What kind of investor do you want to be? Because not all stocks are created equal. Let's take a look at the different paths you can choose. And each one has its own level of risk and, of course, potential for reward. You can think of this kind of like a menu for your own investment style. If you're someone who really values stability and reliability, blue chip stocks from those big established companies are probably your best bet. Now, if you're aiming for higher profits and you're okay with a bit more risk, you'd be looking at growth stocks. For those who want a steady, consistent income stream, well, that's what dividend stocks are designed for. And for the real adventurers out there, penny stocks offer that high-risk, high-reward path. The key here is just finding the category that really matches your personal financial goals. And now we get to the really exciting part, turning all this knowledge into actual action. We've covered the why and the what, so let's break down the how. The exact steps you take to buy your very first stock and officially become an investor. Getting started can seem like this huge, complicated maze, but it's really not. The reality is much, much simpler. The whole process can be broken down into 6 clear, totally manageable steps. It's a straightforward path that literally anyone can follow. So let's just walk through it together. Here it is, the 6-step path. Okay, step 1, choose a licensed stockbroker to be your guide. Step 2, open a trading account and what's called a CSCS account. That's the Central Securities Clearing System. It's where your shares are officially kept safe. Step 3, fund your account. Easy enough. Step 4, this is where you do your research and select the stocks that actually fit your goals. Step 5, place your very first buy order. And finally, step 6, monitor your investment. And that's it. That's the entire process from start to finish. So, there you have it. The fundamentals of the Nigerian stock market. But look, this isn't the end. This is the starting line. All the knowledge we've just covered, think of it as your launch pad for the journey that's just ahead. And please never forget this. Nobody is born an expert investor. Every single successful person you see in the market started out exactly where you are right now, as a beginner. The only difference is you now have the foundational knowledge to go out there and take that first step. We'll end with this one final question to think about. Armed with everything you've just learned, You are now in a much better position to shape your own answer. The tools are available, the marketplace is open. So,